Hey YouTube, it's your boy Don's Reacts, back with another video. Today we're reacting YouTube Racism and Favoritism by CoryxKenshin. I don't usually watch CoryxKenshin videos, but this video has been buzzing Twitter. You got people like Cash Nasty that was saying that shout out to Cory for speaking his truth. And you got people like other YouTubers saying like guys like Cory would never, and Gideon, they would never get the credit they deserve from YouTube. And I was like, CoryxKenshin spoke out about something. I don't usually watch this dude, but anyway, I know who he is. I know a lot of his diehard fans, and like I know some people that are diehard fans of him in real life. So I want to get right into this video and see what he got to say.
I'm going to try my best to articulate this video as thoroughly, as plainly, as eloquently as possible. I don't want there to be any lost context. I don't want to just look like I'm coming out of nowhere having a temper tantrum because these things are happening. The allegations,
facts, because you know saying racism is a big thing, because you know how a lot of people is, here he goes pulling a race card, or just another black guy about complaining about racism. What? So it's like, you know, he really gonna have to articulate his claim to where everybody can understand it.
Being towards
which
YouTube
I'm sure he
are
will.
Extremely serious, and I am taking this video extremely seriously. YouTube, you guys either play favorites, you are racist, or it's a mix of the two.
Yeah, about to say
These
both.
are the three options, YouTube. Which one is it? Here's my proof. I've been doing YouTube a long time, okay?
Because I'm like, what guy?
You know,
I don't really hear much about Cory when it comes to drama or like anything like that. So for him to like come out and say something, what happened? And what, based off the people that I know that watches him, he is one of the most family-friendly YouTubers on YouTube, on the tube, as you call it. But nah, for real, like he's one of the most family-friendly YouTubers. So like, what's got him talking about
be that guy? Oh, it's because I'm black. Oh, these issues are happening because I'm black. There have been certain situations that I looked at kind of funny. I said, it could be because of that, but nah, I ain't gonna. I'm not trying to press that. I don't want to build that narrative around my YouTube channel. This time, I can no longer let it slide. This is the situation. August 18th, I uploaded The Mortuary Assistant. A lot of you would know it got age restricted because the following video I did,
what game is that?
I let you guys know it got age restricted. YouTube didn't tell me why. I saw that all these other YouTubers were playing The Mortuary Assistant, and only my video seemed to be age restricted. And I looked for like an hour, 2 hours. I was scrolling all different types of people's video. No one else's was age restricted. So I appealed the restriction. Hey guys, I'm not sure why mine got age restricted. Could you look into this? Appeal rejected. They doubled down. The policy team said, no, Cory, your video is restricted for good reason. We're not going to tell you why, but it's restricted. That's our final decision. I said, okay. I get with my YouTube rep. I sent him an email. Hey, could you look at this? This is some weird stuff going on. Only my video got age restricted. My YouTube rep, who isn't on the policy team, he looked at my video and he said, hey, it could possibly be this part at the end where the woman was battling some depression. And I'm just going to leave it there, lest this video also get age restricted just because I'm talking about it. So I looked at that part. The first thing I did was try to find other YouTubers who had that part, or at least a part similar. Now, Markiplier, I don't know if you'll ever see this, but I just want you to know I have a lot of respect for you, and I didn't mean to drag you into the middle of this.
Markiplier, but I don't know his name. My bad. I butchered that. But yeah, he about to catch a stray.
It just happens to be a great reference point because
but I get what he was trying to do.
You're a really big YouTuber. And
He's
B,
white.
You're not black. So I can look at your channel, and then I can look at my channel or look at anyone else's channel and make sure that the things and the games that you play, that they're enforcing the rules equally to everybody. So I go to Markiplier's Mortuary Assistant Part 3, and he had the same situation going on, and his video wasn't age restricted. So I sent a video to my YouTube rep. I say, hey, Markiplier has this situation in his video, but his isn't age restricted. Could you send that to the policy team and see what they say about that? He said, wow, Corey, that's some astute detective work. Let me send this to them and see what they say. What do you think happened after that? I'll give you a second.
They still didn't take your video off of age restriction. Typical YouTube.
They came back and they removed my age restriction.
Whoa, they
took
it
off after they already
it took him like showing somebody else's video just to remove. That's kind of crazy. That is insane. Like, somebody else's video that has the exact same scene doesn't get age restricted, but yours do. It definitely sounds like they targeting him, bro. It may not be racism, but it could be. But it also could be, you know, Corey, he defies the odds of, like, the YouTube algorithm is like, it pushes people that post often. And, like, you know, he posts like once every couple months, then dip again and come back, you know, type of thing. So, like, how do I explain it? So, like, he defies the odds, basically, is what I'm saying. Like, because he has such a diehard fan base. But yeah, YouTube could personally have some kind of vendetta against him. But it also could be, like he said, it could be one or the other. Or like I say, both.
Rejected my appeal. I sent them the clip of Markiplier's video that has the same thing, and they removed it.
They used
rep,
his video as a sign to be like, oh, because Markiplier's video is safe, we'll deem his video as safe for kids now. That don't make sense.
Excited. He was, oh great, this is awesome. Look, Corey, they took the age restriction off. I said, why? I expected them to triple down and give Markiplier an age restriction too. But they looked at Mark's video and they used that to verify my innocence.
Yeah, that's weird.
So I send my YouTube rep a lengthy email detailing my feelings about the entire situation, feeling like there was some favoritism at play, there was either that or some racism at play, and that I would like to sit down with the policy team and figure out why my video was flagged in the first place. Actually, number one, was it automated or was it a human that age restricted it?
That is a good question. Like, when the video originally got age restricted, was it a human? And you know, YouTube, I believe personally, like, some of them videos that get age restricted or whatever, and you try to, or yellow mark that you try to appeal, I believe it, like, when it be like they decline it. I don't believe, like, sometimes I don't believe a human got to it. I believe they just automate it again and be like, oh, same thing. So that's when people usually leave it alone. But, like, I don't know. What's probably gonna have to happen is another platform is gonna have to grow just as big as YouTube. Like, yeah, Twitch is big when it comes to live streaming. Like, Twitch probably got YouTube beat in the live streaming department. But, like, we need another. Daily Motions, it's not gonna compete with YouTube. So, like, that's unrealistic to ask for. I'm trying to think. Daily Motion is like the only other platform that's not YouTube that you could post videos on that I really know about. Most of y'all probably don't even know what Daily Motion is.
First place. Number two, who was the human reviewer? Because it's a human reviewer once you submit an appeal. Who was the human reviewer that doubled down and rejected my appeal? Number three, why did it take Markiplier's clip in order for them to reverse the decision? My YouTube rep gets back with me. He wants to hop on a call. We get on the phone for about 10-15 minutes, and I tell him, I've been feeling like this for a long time. I've been feeling like every single time that I come back to YouTube, I'm #1 trending for a few days, and then they find some arbitrary issue. They nitpick and they try and find something that they can incriminate me for and try to push me down. You don't believe me? What happened the last time I came back and I was #1 trending for like a week? They copyright struck me for...
That man was trending for a week straight? That's like... He hit #1 trending. Like I said, he has one of the most diehard fan bases. One of the most family-friendly YouTubers of YouTubers. So it's like for him, they have to go through these strikes, age-restricted videos. It's kind of, like I said, I don't watch him, but based off everything that I've been told about him, like, he's a very family-friendly YouTuber, like, and he's like, they say he don't even cuss in his videos. So it's like, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
It's a video that was in 2019 or something like that. Why don't these issues ever crop up when I'm not uploading?
And that's the thing too, like YouTube and this thing of copyright striking old videos from back in the day. It's like, it was cool then, but how is it now all of a sudden this video gets a strike? Especially like get a strike out of nowhere. That's kind of odd to me, you know. And then like, if you know anything about getting strikes, if you are like, luckily in Cory's case, he don't upload as consistent as other people. But like, imagine like a YouTuber that's constantly trying to grow because they're feeding the algorithm videos a week or 2 weeks of you not uploading. That can ruin the momentum of your channel. So it's like, in a lot of people's case, that can ruin their career when it comes to this. Or the momentum they had to turn in this job of YouTube into a career, you know?
And I'm not on YouTube like 9 months out of the year. Nothing ever happens until I come back and I start uploading again and I'm getting my numbers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
they're exploding.
YouTube probably be like, in my mind, this is what I'm thinking. Like, YouTube probably be like, oh, he uploads once every 5-6 months. And he gets #1 trending on YouTube every time he's come back. He has to be doing something wrong, right? No. You know? It's kind of weird.
I'm #1 trending, and then they're like, hey, we need to stop him. We need to, this black man, he's getting too many views. He's getting too much exposure, too much activity. Hold that, Bob. Let's get back to the current situation. So my YouTube rep assures me he's going to continue this dialogue with the policy team and try to get some answers to those 3 questions that I had. So another day, another 2 days go by, and what do you know? They age restricted the video.
What?
They age restricted the video. I say, no way did they do that.
You know, that situation is unheard of. Like, they age restricted a video, decline a age restriction appeal, then out of nowhere they unage restricted video, then come back out of nowhere, age restricted video again. An unheard of situation. You know, that's kind of suspicious. You too?
And now his video is age restricted.
Wow.
They got caught with their pants down. They got called out. And then they had to go back and say, oh, whoa.
Yeah, they had to backtrack.
We see the narrative that he's kind of pushing here. We need to take some steps back. We need to just age restrict them both and be done with it. You thought that I wasn't going to, like, talk about this, make a video about it? You realize how bad this looks for you, YouTube.
Yeah, that's a bad.
You realize how unfair this comes across. I, in all my years, have never seen a video get age restricted, de-age restricted, and then age restricted again. Have any of you ever seen?
Yeah, that's what I was
happen?
just saying. You don't see stuff like that.
I saw that there was some unfair stuff going on. So then they tried to appease me by de-age restricting the video. I say, wait, why are you doing that? Because I sent Markiplier's clip. And then they say, oh, okay, well, let's just age restrict them both. Why is my channel so much more heavily scrutinized than my peers? My peers, and when I say peers, I mean people around my level, around my view count, just to keep it simple. Why is my channel so much more thoroughly scrutinized? Especially so when I've been #1 trending multiple days in a row, which I've done multiple times. And every single time I start to get an uptick in traction, an uptick in activity, here comes YouTube coming through. Hey,
there's something wrong.
Let's get it for that video from 2019. Yeah, you see this, Corey? No, this is bad. It wasn't bad the 9 months that I was off the platform.
And it also wasn't bad the three years that the video that was uploaded. Now all of a sudden it's deemed as bad.
Only bad when I got back and I was #1 trending. This situation was only bad because I've been #1 trending since I got back. Every other YouTuber has uploaded the Mortuary Assistant. And now they're about to start putting in some age restrictions because I called them out on some unfair behavior. Now I realize that when you call someone a racist, that's a very,
that's what I was saying, like,
serious accusation.
You know, people love to say, here he goes pulling a race car, or they'll downplay it. So it's like, you kind of have to have proof most times. Like, but this is a very weird
expressly
situation.
Prove that someone is a racist? I mean, unless they're spamming the N-word in the chat. How do you really know? And admittedly, I cannot 100% prove that race had everything to do with this. But I can tell you the people on that policy team, those shadow people that are anonymous and get to enact their will however they see fit. How can we be sure that they take a black person's video and a white person's video, and it can be the same exact video, and they restrict the black person's video, but not the white person?
And another argument that people may try to make too is YouTube itself may not be racist. It may be the person that reviewed your video. Yeah, but like he said, how do we know? Like, it is definitely some unfair practices that is going on within YouTube. I'm glad a bigger YouTuber is calling it out.
I feel I've been mistreated for a long time. I mean, even when we hit 10 million subscribers and I was supposed to get my diamond play button and there was no correspondence. These situations always coincide.
Yeah, it's like
uptick.
It's like I see a lot of YouTubers. YouTube will reach out to them to give them their plaque. And then there's other YouTubers. It's like you have to apply for your plaque and your application for your plaque that you earned gets denied. It's it be weird. And like I said, Corey is like one of the most family-friendly guys on the platform.
And it always just comes off like we can't let this black guy get too high up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like on our side of YouTube, it's like most people at some point they reach a peak. And you see the other side of YouTube, their growth be endless. I noticed that, but you know, it's like maybe it's just the side of YouTube that I watch isn't really as big. Maybe, you know, trying to give YouTube the benefit of the doubt, because like you say, pulling the race thing is a what's the word? It's like it's something that people, it's a touchy subject for people. So it's like
wrong.
You know,
I'm telling you, that's how it comes off. I don't see any other YouTuber that gets #1 trending many times and then all of a sudden they're getting age restricted and they're getting copyright strikes and all of that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Point them out. I want to see them. I'll retract this entire video. I'll make a public apology to YouTube. I have no problem. My dad taught me if you make a mistake, be a man and address it and apologize. I will do that, no problem. But to me, you know what it comes off? It comes off whenever CoryxKenshin starts doing some crazy numbers or getting on trending too much. We got to find something. We got to get him for something. He's got to have done something. I mean, I bleep out cuss words in video games.
Dang.
Like,
so even if they curse in the game itself, he's censoring it. So it's like, not only is he not using curse words in his videos, but he's bleeping them out of the game. So it's like,
this is the YouTuber that you want to have smoke with and have problems with. I believe there is some racism involved within the policy team. And YouTube in general really doesn't care about black people like that. They got their favorite creators. You know, log out of YouTube. Log out and go to YouTube. You'll see the people on the front page every single day. You'll see the favorites. Count how many are black. Count how many are of people of color. So then what does YouTube try and do? They try and peddle YouTube black. They try and give us a spotlight. And do you know how condescending and patronizing that is? Oh, yeah, let's give a spotlight to these black creators because we're all about diversity. All this communicates is black people aren't good enough on their own skill, on their own merits, on their own talent. So we got to give them a spotlight. We got to come down and raise them up so they can get some spotlight action. Well, how about you save all that YouTube black, all that fake patronage, all that fake pandering that you guys do. And when you have a black creator coming to you repeatedly saying, why am I being treated differently than other creators? And then you come back and, oh, we got to age restricted. And then, oh, no, he's on to us. Okay, we got to age restrict them both. Fake! It's fake.
I agree. Like, if you look at the homepage of YouTube, you're going to see your PewDiePies of the world, your Mr. Beast, Markiplier. Like, all the times Corey hit #1 trending. If you're not logged into YouTube, you're not going to see him on the homepage. AMP, all the times they hit trending, you're not going to see them on the homepage. It's kind of like, he got a point. Even if you don't like Corey, you kind of got to admit, bro has a point.
That's what it is. I am deeply sorry that this came off as a rant. You know, in the beginning, I wanted to keep my emotions out of it. I wanted to stay logical, stay on the things that I could prove. I gave you the facts, but it also turned into me venting the emotions that I've had built up around YouTube. Ironic that I have to upload this on YouTube, but where else am I gonna upload it? You know,
that's what it's not really another platform. Like, yeah, sure, people come out with their own websites to upload their videos, like the uncut. You got Patreon, but it's like you don't want to put, especially like, I'm pretty sure, I don't know how much of Corey's fan bases are kids, so it's like you don't want to put your value behind all of your value, especially something as serious as this, behind a paywall. So it's like,
ground is taking me over a decade to do. And I would have just hoped that the playing field was fair and that, hey, if I did something bad, then everybody else who also did that thing should get punished too. Is that unreasonable? I have no problem being punished. I have no problem if I break a rule that I get punished for it and I learn. But when you start, like, when it's targeted, when you're doing things only because I'm like getting bigger, or I don't know how it always seems to coincide with that situation. But that's just what it is. Now, if my YouTube channel gets shadow banned, or they, like, you know, they start like not sending my videos out to my subscribers, or you know, a couple months from now, y'all just stop seeing my videos, we know why. We know why. I mean, those shadows behind the scenes, they control it all. They control all of it. If they don't want my channel, they could terminate it right now. They could hide my videos. They could shadow ban me.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, he didn't really address the whole, like, YouTube content creators on our side constantly getting shadow banned and their videos not being pushed in the algorithm like they should. You know, he had really discussed that part.
In my videos out to anybody. That's why I thought long and hard before I recorded this. But as one of the biggest black creators on the platform, I want you to hear it from my mouth that there is some shady business going on behind the scenes at YouTube.